Evening all, how we doing? Bit of a run around there. How's it going? All doing well. I think I've got my everything, my marbles and such. Wait, I never had those, it's fine. How are we doing? How's everybody's week going? Happy Thursday? It is Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. We're all doing well. Pretty decent day. Have you guys had an alright one? Fairly easy. Yesterday's video's doing alright, and a couple of bits and pieces to do, but nothing major, so not a bad day, really. Xbox Direct going on at the minute, but I will catch up on that a little later, as it's interesting. There's stuff I want to play and I'm interested in that should be getting announcements, but there's nothing that's exactly top priority there. So, should be okay to catch up with it later. Unless, of course, there's a surprise announcement about Starfield's DLC, which actually, on reflection, probably wouldn't be that surprising. But we shall see. We'll see what occurs. I wouldn't expect to see DLC for Starfield before March anyway, but doesn't mean they won't announce it. Depends how they're doing, I suppose. But we'll find out about that later. For tonight, we're going to play some Starfield, which should be cool. You guys alright? Evening Tango, evening Belfast. What, something's up to my ring finger. It's a bit sore. Oh well, we'll push on regardless. So yeah, we are diving back into the Ryujin quest line tonight, so that should be cool. Yeah, we had well, what was going on last time? We had we were investigating a leak at Ryujin after we'd done a lot of creating leaks in opposing companies and stealing information from them and undermining their business deals and things like that. Now, the challenge is that we did a bit of corporate espionage and corporate murder, technically, but well, she shot at me first, I suppose, so yeah. But either way, that revealed that somebody was selling Ryujin's projects to their competitors from the inside, and it looks like it might be the lady who's been our boss for a while. Having snuck back into Ryujin Tower during a lockdown for security purposes, we hacked several computers, dodged a lot of guards, snuck our way up the tower via the ventilation system like some kind of weird James Bond meets John McClane, but except working for the bad guys, and hacked into our boss's computer, which revealed that her underling, our boss in the middle, had been Imogen, that was her name, wasn't it? Had been potentially up to no good involving selling the company's secrets. So next we have to persuade her to come and sit down with the chief of security at Ryujin and see how that goes. Which is probably going to be interesting because yeah, she'd likely know that the outcome of that is not going to be great for her, so they don't tend to be particularly kind towards people who do this sort of thing. They don't just sack them, they tend to arrange for them to take a long swan dive off of the platform. Unfortunately, that doesn't leave a whole lot of shore to swim to. So, you know, we'll have to see how this actually goes. Hopefully, Ryujin as a company will find their dodgy business practices coming back to haunt them. We'll have to see, won't we? Yeah, I'm surprised that's appearing. I guess they're promoting it rather than anything else. Wouldn't expect to see Fallout London making much of an appearance yet. But yeah, back end of April, isn't it? Fallout London's due out. St. George's Day, remember that. But ironically, they've chosen a game that's supposed to be date that's supposed to be very British, but is in fact not particularly interesting to most British people. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Right. Let's see if we can't persuade Imogen to come and sit down with somebody who's probably going to order her assassination before too much longer. We'll see how that goes. I suspect we're going to be the one who's asked to carry it out when they eventually decide they want to assassinate her. because that's blatantly how this is going to go. So hopefully we'll be able to arrange for her to disappear instead of, you know, disappear alive as opposed to disappear into the ocean beneath Neon. And scrupulous starport master on Parama 3 is rumoured to sell ships and cargo bays with shielded Hujima Watsits. Yeah, basically at the Red Mile. Right then. And here we go.
Let me guess. Looking for Imogene?
Well, yes, actually. And she's clearly not present. So, Yoko?
I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here. Which is a shame, since I have several documents I need her to sign off on.
Somehow she knows she's been caught.
Of avoiding desk work.
Need to use your resources and tell me where she is. Oh, and I don't blame her. That's what feels like a waste of time. When did you last see her? Have you avoided, like how you avoided the interview process? I see. She was supposed to be interviewing me. And dodged out on it. I thought it was somebody else, but okay.
There are work skills and there are life skills. I can't help it if I have both.
When did you last see her?
She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure. Probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips.
So, where is she then? Can you find out where she is?
I'm not even sure that's any business of yours. But I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know?
Confidential, take it up with Dalton. No, you don't get to ask anything. Not here to gossip, just tell me where she is. Not here to gossip, just tell me where she is.
Aren't you the boring one? I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
Don't you know sign-off? What do you think she's doing in Syndicate territory? Frankie's at the front for the Syndicate? Pretty sure Frankie's Grab and Go is a very small convenience store.
Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front. Crap convenience store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside.
Interesting.
Course,
Didn't see that.
Know that are Ryujin Bayu and the Syndicate itself.
Yeah, interesting. What do you think she's doing there?
Your guess is as good as mine. But she's up to something. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job. And there's a reason I'm in charge of the technicians here.
Alright, I'll speak to Dalton about it. Don't know if I will, but...
I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him. Or maybe I'd love it. Keep the workplace interesting, right? Good luck finding Imogene.
Yeah, these corporate espionage types are...
Be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
So, I didn't see the pop-up then. What did it say? Guilty parties. UK told me Imogen was last seen at Frankie's Grab and Go. Strongly suggested to speak to Dalton before trying to find her. Suggests it's an optional go and talk to him, or I can just go. But I'm going to go and talk to him and see what we get out of this, because I think it might be interesting.
A gala at the new Atlantis Free Star Embassy? That'd be a good way to gather intel.
Yeah. Right. It's very, very slick. Just makes it easy to wash the blood off. Seeing as it's a rather cutthroat business.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Who's going to stop me? Right button might help. There he is. Dalton.
No Imogene, I see. Could she really be on to us already?
I rather suspect she is. There's a whole bunch of them have got interesting different detailing on their uniforms, which is kind of cool. Yuko said she was last seen at Frankie's Grab and Go. She's on the run, hiding out with the Syndicate. How would she know she's a suspect? Well, she's good, that's how.
A good question. But with her abilities and connections, the possibilities are too many to speculate on right now. We need to find her first, and address that issue afterward.
Yuko said she was last seen at Frankie's Grab and Go.
Of course, Yuko would know. If
course she would.
Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin Bayou. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky, he may even help us get it.
Why do I need to talk to this dickhead first?
Bayou owns the Sioka Syndicate.
Ah.
For you to walk in there without discussing it with him first could be seen as a violation of our business relationship.
Interesting. So not only is he openly in charge of Neon, he controls one of the major organised crime groups in the city as well. So he can, what, control it from both ends at once, kind of? Seems like a Bayou sort of thing to do. Get myself, I don't need permission. I can get Imogen myself, rather, I don't need permission. That's tempting. But I'll make sure he's aware and gives cooperation. Never know, I'll make it an opportunity to put a bullet in his brain.
Good. Because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet.
Easy for you to say you're not the one that's to do anything. I have limits. What kind of favours are we talking about?
It shouldn't be for anything unfamiliar. Bayou is a businessman. Any favor he may request
He's a
wouldn't be
crook.
far off from the assignments you've already completed here.
Easy for you to say.
If you think my job has been easy since learning about the mole, let me educate you. We've been working around the clock on security upgrades, rerunning background checks, and combing through timelines. Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she's truly the mole, she'll have a lot to answer to. If she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it as an admission of guilt. I'm afraid you'll have to dispose of her.
So, you want me to kill her? Understood. No, definitely not that one. She's guilty, she'll pay with her life. Definitely not that one. Killing her seems hasty. She may not have acted on her own. There's that, which is true, but also, isn't that a little extreme? Can't we get law enforcement involved?
Matters like these are handled within the corporation. The
Yeah.
information we're dealing with is too sensitive for law enforcement, and their security leaves much to be desired. It wouldn't be long before the information was either leaked to the press or sold to yet another competitor.
Killing her seems hasty then. Let's talk him out of that at least.
Cloud your judgment.
Cloud my judgment. The only clouded judgment is not killing you where you stand. Dear me. Well, nobody expected, honesty and a lack of criminality from a major corporation, I suppose. Yeah, lose your job for this company and they shoot you and dump you in the ocean. Wonderful. Like Bayou won't try and use this against Ryujin either. It seems like a strange choice on his part, that.
You're wondering what that smell is?
Neil.
Another day, another shift.
Indeed. I'm guessing I'm going to have to go and speak to the bartender and ask him to arrange for a meeting.
Yes? You good?
Surprisingly not, actually.
Hey there.
Hey, now it's finally pointing me in the right direction. Didn't seem to want to do that before. Suppose he does usually hang out up here anyway, doesn't he? On the other side, huh? Oh, complete dead end at this end. This does remind me of some of the nightclubs in Cyberpunk, let's place a little bit. It's definitely got that vibe. The whole neon kind of has the Cyberpunk vibe, but... There's Bay, about as far from the entrance as you can get. I'll pistol whip you if you don't talk.
What do you want?
Dalton Fine sent me. I'd like your permission to enter Syndicate's hideout. I'm here to give you a heads up on Regent's behalf. Heading into Syndicate hideout. You have a good working relationship with Legion, right?
It's been a very beneficial partnership.
Yeah, two crooks working together. No surprises.
Mutual interests. I can't complain.
I'm not sucking up to the guy. I'm just not prepared to sink to that low. Here's the thing, though. I'd be polite to him, which would be in Regent's interests. I don't know if one of these is more likely to scupper the company, and whether or not I want to scupper the company more than I want to scupper him, because both of them need to be taken down. No, I'm going to rise above all of them and just look down my nose at all of them, because it seems to be the way to go. Giving you a heads up.
A heads up? You're telling me you're heading into my own territory? That's not how this works.
Yeah, mate, it is.
You tell me why, and then if I'm satisfied, I'll graciously grant you permission.
Because I'll blow your face off if you don't. After suspect is fled to the Syndicate to hide, take it up with Don Farthings. This is all I have time for. Yep, let's screw with him.
Believe me, he's going to hear about this. As far as I'm concerned, the Syndicate can tear you apart the moment you set foot in there. Now get out of my lounge before I have you escorted.
Not really an approach Ryujin will approve of that, but on the other hand, it will do as much damage as they can possibly do by screwing with stuff like that in their relationship. The company needs damaging, and it should also screw Bayo over a bit as well. So that's the road I want to go down. CP Hollow Railroad, thank you very much for the new sub. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, well, a nasty company and a nasty crook who runs Neon, and if I can cause maximum harm to both of them, I'm absolutely going to do it. I've got a debt to settle with Benjamin Bayou anyway. After he had me framed for murder. Following... Yeah, he had me framed for murder after I was doing some stuff for the Crimson Fleet as part of the Vanguard mission to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring them down from the inside. So, yeah. Payback time by screwing with his criminal enterprise, if possible. Oof, that wasn't good. It was looting something back there and struggled a bit. I've come the wrong way. On the other hand, if you're going to leave money lying around, it's going to go all the way up to the top, isn't it? So that's not going to help me. Not at this point. Aha! Frankie's grab and go. There we go. Don't mind me.
Need something?
Oh yeah, I should shoot you for lying to me repeatedly. Ah, so I don't have a key card to get in there. So let's see if I talk one out of her.
Bet I have credits to spend.
She does not, so it looks like I'm looking for a back door then. Interesting. I mean, if I'd been polite and talked Bay around, they'd have probably given me a key to walk in there, but he did not, so... So we're going to come this way and see if I can get in via the roof or something. I seem to be having a great deal of luck so far. Go further up there. Looks like the play, doesn't it? Up to the upper levels of Neon. There's got to be another way in, because... There we go. Knew there would be another way in. Yeah, it works. We're in. Let's go and screw with some gangsters. Residents will become hostile if you stay. Residents will become dead, I suspect. One. Okay, so why do I not seem to be able to turn on a flashlight at the moment? Jesus. Yeah, it's listed as F, so it must just be the environment that's the issue. See what trouble we've got ahead. Lack of a better idea. Actually. Can't see another option. Where's the staircase? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get past this guy without getting caught. Well, I think we might have to do it this way. Maybe that was not the play. think that may not have been the play. Don't know if I could stealth through any other way, though. Do I want to stealth it? See if I can't approach this a slightly better way. We shall see. I mean, I kind of don't mind butchering everybody in here. They kind of have it coming. But may or may not be the play. Weird place for there to be a chair, a desk, and a lamp, though.
They keep the boss's identity secret, so idiots like you don't let it slip and brings the heat. Now keep your trap shut about it, or you'll find out firsthand just how real the boss is.
Ooh.
Yep, didn't think this was really gonna go well. Quite sure why a blatant headshot did not register there, but anyway. It's better. Come on, see if you're dumb enough to stick your melon out. You are. It's a very cool building. Looks like a little slaughter is about the only way we can go. Yeah, extra critical damage for ballistics. Interesting space. I don't know, could I come in here and maybe snuck up this way? No, it's just a fridge, okay. This might be a way upstairs or something then. So we're going to have to go all badass on this, aren't we? That will be worth a few quid. We'll grab any useful bits and pieces that might be helpful for, you know, house and outpost decoration while we're on our way through. A couple of pans and things. Imogene's supposedly over that way somewhere, and I've got to find a way through. Oh my, okay, I'll start by making life easy for myself. That should do it. Is there... Unless this one's got... No, it's not going to do it. Must be a 3. One of those, and I'm guessing one of those. Cool. A better fit. Okay. That one and that one. We did it. Be something worth having in here after all of that, eh? Look at antiquities. Whole bunch of contraband there. So at least I'll make a good bit of cash off that. That's quite cool. Get a cool picture of it. On track.
Someone, don't let them die for nothing.
Surprisingly loyal of you. Damn. Got you that time. Quite the loud echoing shout as you went down there.
Stupid move coming here.
Well, I guess we'll just see, won't we? Apparently it's fine to take their stuff so long as I kill them first. Sounds fairly typical RPG fare. See how we do. What is all movement there? Was shite. And very hard to actually see what I was aiming at there. Better.
Shit, I didn't join up for this.
Okay, why you joined up? You're going down.
These are our streets.
It's your hideout. I don't know about the streets, buddy. Ooh, oh, we're picking up. DL. 40k for a micro gun? Okay, I'll walk around with that. Carry those around, but they're kind of on the heavy side. Reflection, I'll probably use one though, at least. A whole load of stuff down there I'm interested in exploring. Nope, cannot turn my light on apparently. Don't know why. was for some reason changing the some of my control. There you go. Some of my controls maybe. Yeah, unless changing my controls has maybe messed with something indirectly, which is possible, but... On the other hand, I'm up in my pistol cert, so... Suppose I could take that as a win, couldn't I? Well, they're up to in here, but probably for the best that are disrupting it. This is a nice office. $18K, that's worth picking up. I'm sure I'll have to do a bit of work to flog a lot of the stuff to the Trade Authority, but we'll manage. Right, goodies. This one only works on here. Only works on the bottom. Let's not sneeze. I think I'm good. Ugh. Didn't actually mean to pick that up, but okay. Nice office, though. Okay, I ended up back here. I did a loop around the other side, didn't I? This is very, more of a maze than I was expecting. Well, I'm lugging around the way so darn much, to be honest. I've got a whole bunch of stuff ready, haven't I suppose? So. I should probably stick my space suit on. That's probably why I'm taking more damage than I expected. I'm trying to sneak anymore, so I don't need it off, do I? Increase my carry capacity a little bit, but yeah, it is enough. Wonderful. No, it's not enough. I'd need to drop quite a lot. Oh well, we'll manage till I go and flog stuff later.
I quit the syndicate. Crime ain't for me, I swear.
Well, we'll see whether or not you're going to take a shot at me. Yep. He did. So, I'm afraid your life of crime is coming to an abrupt end, buddy. Syndicate Enforcer. Ooh. Berserker's Bleeding Wakazashi. That's quite fun. Keep that for sure. Now I can turn the light on. You worth stealing out these oddly blue lockers. Not really. Not at the moment, anyway. Useful decoration items there. More guns here than I thought there were. More valuable guns here than I thought there were as well. Found the Syndicate's armory. Now to try and find their bar. Right then.
Hold it right there, Op. I need you to back down.
So she wants a chance to explain, does she? Alright, so I'm kind of happy to give her one. Especially if it screws the company over. It's not particularly good. It's not valuable either. Did you pick and credits I'll take? And frag grenade. What the twist? Anything good on here? Couple bits of decorative items there. Frankenstein. Worth a few quid. That's that one. Means that. And this. We'll have to go over here somewhere. Nice hole. Okay then, Imogen. Let's see what you've got to say.
I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me.
Got some explaining to do. Looks like guilty hiding out. Sure, someone sure looks guilty hiding here. What the hell's going on? Are you really working for Infinity? How did you even know about the investigation? Start there.
You stay in this business long enough, you get enough favors and connections that can help you see anything coming. Nyx owed me a favor and gave me the heads up.
So Nyx was the netrunner we had hired to hack through Ryujin's systems to find out who was behind the info steal, which presumably means she's also behind the stealing information that Nyx had us do as well. What's going on?
Yes and no, but mostly no. Just hear me out, okay?
Go ahead.
I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally.
You think Ularu did this?
Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off.
And I should believe you why exactly?
I'm not the one with motive here. First, I'm not about to reboot my life. Second, I'm not spending the rest of my life looking over my shoulder for the next field op they'd send after me.
Neither of those really sound like a reason for you to tell the truth, but anyway. So, how exactly did you unintentionally steal a load of data and give it to to another company then?
I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking, but that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions?
So, I wouldn't put any of this past Ryujin. That's exactly the sort of underhanded, really nasty, shady business they'd be into. And it seems like a predictable end for where neuroamps are going to end up. There's already some weirdness foreshadowed earlier that we picked up on around sort of the influence neuroamps can have on people, like the guy in the lobby who became more confident and a better salesman once he got his neuroamp, and weird, drinking the company Kool-Aid and all that they seem to have going on. So that's interesting. It's kind of like that stuff all backs what she's saying.
Are you even listening?
But it's kind of a convenient excuse for someone who has been on the take to say, oh, well, it's not my fault. My boss had me mind-controlled by the use of these neuroamps. So what would her motive be, Ilari?
Of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with.
Because Ularu's like not the head of ops. That would be Masako, I think. Clearly, Ularu wants to get a promotion by some way taking her boss out. Or would she set you up?
She knows I'm the most believable target. I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come close to being able to pull off a job like this.
Sounds ridiculous, like mind control. Perfect cover for what you did. It's also the perfect cover for what you did.
You want evidence? I've got it.
Hmm.
Laru has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind a desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. It's the only way I can prove I'm innocent.
Make sure he gets any evidence. He gave me orders to bring you in. Evidence or not you come with me? No. Because she goes, even if she is proven not guilty, they'll probably arrange for her to fall off a very high platform anyway, just in case. Or just to make sure she can't, embarrass them for getting it wrong. What makes this more evidence more believable than the stuff Nick's provided?
Nix's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee a third-party company Dalton is using for his security directive Theta won't even notice it.
So I could attack her, which is kind of tempting because she has a cool outfit, but I'd rather have her boss's outfit, to be honest, when it comes right down to it, which I don't think you can, but it is the coolest one I've seen so far. You'd think the boss's boss would have the best one, but no. That's the second best. This is a third or so, I think. Okay, I'll make sure Dalton gets new evidence.
I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks.
Okay. So Dalton's not going to be very happy with me, and will probably try and have me assassinated for dropping the region in the crap with Benjamin Bay, and then slaughtering all Bay's people. On the other hand, that would be a mistake on Dalton's part, wouldn't it? So, we'll see how this actually pans out. Oh, I see. The door's hidden behind the fridge. This is actually the entrance. Okay. Come in. Although where you need to hide the exit, I don't know. It's the entrance you'd think you'd want to hide. Unless they're into a bit of kidnap, maybe, which I wouldn't put past them. To be frank. And we're out. I'm going to now go and do some selling. On my way back to Ryujin. Nobody said you can't make a tidy little profit on the side. I mean, I'm sure they don't want it to be at Ryujin's expense, but the profit isn't. A little bit, but it's kind of academic there, isn't it?
not be a waste of my... Now we're getting somewhere.
Game's still popping up the trespass warning, which it was doing last time as well, actually, when it shouldn't have been doing. Right. First up, I want to sell... Oh, he's mostly broke, is he? You got any useful ammo I could buy? Little bit, yeah.
If you find anything...
Where's my ammo situation? Yeah, I've got a lot of ammo of the types that I need, so I don't really need to buy any more. Which probably means I'll just park up down here and wait for a little while. Can? And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Apparently I can't do. Guessing that's something to do with the trespass thing, maybe. Yes, it would seem it is. Right. Let's try having a quick load, see if that helps. If it doesn't, I'll try leaving the planet and coming back soon if that helps. Scratched my finger on a can while I was making my dinner earlier, and quite sore. Didn't seem it at the time, it does now. There we go. Let's give it 24 hours and hopefully his stock will update and I'll be able to solve the problem then. And sell what I need to sell and buy some useful ammo maybe. Such a slow waiting mechanism though. I realise that's to give you the time to kind of duck out if you want to stop it early. And it's useful to be able to do that, but it's just a bit too slow, I think. I think they could get away with making it about twice as fast.
Yeah, what? Need something? You got the money.
Right. Let's try again. Now he's got cash. Still not enough. Interestingly, he still doesn't have the kind of ammo I need. Just pick up some stuff that I can actually make use of anyway then. Anything interesting there? Not really, is he? Cool. So back to here. Bunch of stuff to sell, but so that's that. Let's just sell all of these things that are listed as stolen. And hopefully I'll buy a few back. Which should solve the problem. Cool. Right, now I need to get rid of a bunch of weapons, don't I? Because I'm carrying way too much. Focus on the stuff that's listed stolen again. Oh, he's not got enough money for that, apparently. Enough one of those. Well, that should do for now. We'll get some more on the way. Chop some more on the way over there. And we'll be able to deal with the rest at a later point in time.
You should have. We're fully stocked. Best deals in town.
I'm not surprised he couldn't afford the microgun. I'm not sure if he could have in the first place. I'll do. Was you got any ammo on him? Might be worth a look. No, he doesn't.
Tell everyone you know about our store.
Yeah, I think Bayou coming round when you're out is definitely a sort of thing I'd be worried about, personally. If I were him. So, optional talk to Yoko, confront Ilaro is also optional, and we'll see what the other one is.
Look who's back. So tell me, what did you find out?
None of your business. Imogen claims Ilaro is setting up as mole. Have to ask Dalton after my report. What's the information worth to you? You didn't have anyone spying on me yourself to find out?
Inside the Syndicate? That area's off limits, and I think we both know why. Imogen knew exactly what she was doing when she went there.
So what's the information worth to you?
If you think I'm paying for that information, think again. It's just a matter of time before it finds its way onto my desk. And I can be a very patient person.
Well, I'll stop them after my report, because I'm not telling her. You'll see this as an opportunity. Well, I think she's supposed to be slightly higher up than Imogen is she? Or not? I don't know. Either way, let's assume that she's trying to undermine Imogen in some way, and I'm not really down for helping her do that. Because I suspect she stands to benefit from Imogen meeting a grisly end, so...
I had a feeling you'd say that.
I don't trust her.
Dalton. It'll all trickle back to me sooner or later.
You have to be crazy to trust anybody here anyway. Right, I might go and confront Alari first and see what I can get out of her, which might not end well. We'll see. If it turns out to be a disaster, I can always reload. That's what the quick save button's for.
Don't cause any trouble.
Shut it. Now then, if there's one outfit I would like, it's this one. I don't think I'll get it, because of all of the variations on the executive suit, that is definitely the nicest one.
Is there something I can help you with?
You're standing in front of your arms, in front of your desk with your arms folded. You know there's something you can help me with. I have evidence that you're the mole. I'm here to give you a chance to come clean before I tell Dalton you're the mole.
Excuse me? Let me close this door before you say anything else you might regret. Just a
I already did. And I can't move my feet right now, which is interesting.
Shutting the...
Oh, so she's shutting the door. I didn't quite mean to click that, but no. Oh well.
That's better.
It's a very cool outfit.
And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention a serious accusation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from?
We're going to play this game. Imogen, the very person you're trying to frame, not going to reveal the sources when you later know. Are we really going to try to play this game? See if I can't persuade my way past her.
I wasn't aware.
I don't have to dot on anything. I just want to know. Come on, it's such an elaborate part, aren't you doing unless someone's in on it? Alright, let's try that one.
It is a horrible thing when such well-made plans can't be shared.
Don't have to really have to tell Dalton anything.
You really think I'd believe that?
Given enough motivation. Sure there's a way we can work all this out. Truth will set you free. She's not going to buy that one. Well, she kind of does want to talk.
Sorry. That kind of talk won't get you anywhere in this corporate world.
Lisa patient said, see your mole, so admit you're the mole. Courts get stolen and confess. If you confess, so I can convince Dalton to go easy. No, I couldn't do that. He's a borderline nut job. I was quite happy to kill people for the good of his company, and that's which quite a lot of people are in the world apparently, but still. Admit you're the mole, so we can move on.
Well, that's
pulled it off.
Because I could do this all day.
Except you just
Looks like
lost.
Someone's been brushing up on their corporate skills. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole.
Well, what would you prefer? All boils out traitor? No. Imogen's innocent all along. I knew only someone at the top could leak Project Dominion. So what are you, a double agent?
Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself.
So it's just entirely self-interested. Imogen was innocent all along.
Oh, that depends on how you define innocent. You see, I'm not a mole.
Not guilty.
I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions.
Oh, I guess I Masako's CEO, is she? We met her briefly. She wouldn't be there without being able to make hard decisions. Losing her touch if she doesn't realise you're a traitor. Would you mean hard decisions? If you're so low, why did you leak stuff? Why frame Imogen? What do you mean by hard decisions?
What do you think? If someone was a threat to your family, would you be satisfied waiting for them to strike? Of course.
He wants to make the company even more crazy than it is.
It had a chance to act. In some cases, before it even realized what it was capable of.
Why did you leak Project Dominion to Infinity then?
It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd. will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that.
And if this is all about Masako, we'll have frame Imogen.
It was never my intent to involve Imogene. But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the others would believe was capable of pulling this off. It had to be her.
Should we see her without being able to make hard decisions? Losing her touch if she doesn't realise you're a traitor? Either of these, but, you know, it's a freaking company. Using the word traitor is way over the top.
Back then, hard decisions were all about screwing people over and white-collar crime. Today, they're more about ensuring success.
Yeah, like any of that is any better.
Necessary.
Well, it isn't.
So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions.
Bust a cap in her.
I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's?
Yeah, well, she basically wants the company to be that much quicker about killing people that get in their way, so I'm not going to side with her. It's good for business to murder people. Yes, let's not side with that maniac. Side makes most credits, better job security, free region's best interest. Okay, you frame it, you're a traitor, and I'm with her. Masako's side is region's side, and that's the side I'm on. None of these are answers I want. I kind of do want to bring the company down one way or another, but not at the cost of mass slaughter, so... not go with traitor, though. I don't like either of these options that have me not siding with her. She's probably going to try and kill me when I go for this, but... yeah, I'll go with the last one. Marginally better.
It seems we're at an impasse now.
Not really. You're standing in front of a red wall. It won't really make that much mess when I blow your head off. And you have it to Alton, you can answer yourself. Could kill you where you stand. I suppose I can convince you to stop what you're doing.
The only way you stop me from carrying out my plans to depose Masako is to kill me. You could try to get me fired, but that only delays my plans. Face it, this isn't a game you can win.
Do you know how many guns I'm carrying? You can add some Masako yourself.
Go ahead. I guarantee any evidence you have is circumstantial at best. I've created the perfect scapegoat in Imogene. It'd be your word against mine, and I'm pretty sure the odds are in my favor.
I'm pretty sure the rounds are in my favor. You already screwed up once I get all the evidence I need.
I misjudged Infinity Ltd's level of
No,
competence.
Judge, right?
If only I'd have gone to see Simon myself, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But I've learned from that mistake. So good luck. You won't find a thing.
Except that I already have. Really kind of tempted to shoot her, just because that outfit is so cool and I might get it if I shoot her. If I don't shoot her, I probably won't. Don't worry, Dave, you're dealing with Ryujin. Your career will be over if it doesn't fall through as well.
You're back. And Imogene?
Found her, she was set up, still isn't safe for her to... Larry played you all, Imogene's innocent.
I suppose you suddenly have all the facts now. This explanation...
And also the fact she just admitted it.
I'm a mind to fire you just for that comment.
I'm so keen to shoot this guy as well now. Imogen compiled this, can't vouch for accuracy. This proves she's innocent, and Delaria herself confessed. This didn't come back empty-handed. Good news is I have this. Did you consider how the mole could use Project Dominion to frame Imogen?
Of course. We've scrubbed security footage and run through access card permissions and found nothing. The project itself is an enormous security risk, but our lead R&D engineer, Vina Kara, has been working on ways to mitigate this.
Well, thing's insane. Lara confessed.
I find it hard to believe Ularu would take the chance to incriminate herself. But if this slate provides indisputable evidence to corroborate your story, well, that's enough proof for me. It will be a relief to reinstate Imogene.
I didn't know, you right?
Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office.
The CEO wants me to meet her in the office of the person developing mind control technology. Yeah, that really sounds like a place I want to go. Yeah, not these bad things now. Pretty good. What do you want to talk to me about?
Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity Ltd. And their knowledge of Project Dominion. I believe her plans rely heavily on you.
Sneak in and fuck them up. How do I get there?
Kara's office to your left as you enter the floor.
Tell me anything about Dr. Kara?
Vina's the head of our research and development team. She's the creator of Project Dominion. and often considered the protege of Rey Caris, Ryujin's founder.
Interesting. I'll head over there as soon as possible.
Once I've examined this evidence, I may need your help in moving forward. And not a word about this to anyone. I'll present what I have to the board once I've completed a full report.
By the way, you better come down on my side, otherwise you'll be replacing your CEO with a homicidal maniac.
My way, and I'll keep out of yours.
And I may shoot you before I let that happen.
To make our clients feel welcome up here.
You're just standing there on your own being ignored as you look at a waterfall or two. And it doesn't really seem like the best way to look after a client, but anyway. Just watched the Xbox Direct thing, Judge. Nice. I'm going to be catching up on it after the stream. About Indiana Jones, I'm both interested to see. Based on what I saw about Valve last time, I will give it a go. It's Obsidian, though, so... Yeah. Indiana Jones, well, I haven't seen anything about it yet, so I'll have to wait until I catch up, won't I? But I'm curious. Machine Games do good stuff, so... R&D department.
Got my eye on you.
R&D version of the uniform. That's quite cool.
Up here in R&D.
Oh, load of textures in their uniforms that I haven't seen before. Pass through here on our way to sneak in to get to the offices. Going that way, actually. Security bots.
Rothicite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out when we get that shipment back. Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full
Worst game in the series, more like.
Situation with Infinity Ltd.
So there's the CEO who has the second coolest outfit. It is pretty cool, and the little details are quite nice, but I still think Alari's is a bit more, a bit more cool. Yeah. I've said numerous times, every time Obsidian get their hands on something, they end up making a less good version of the original thing that they were attempting to imitate, be that Star Wars The Old Republic, or Fallout, or with Pillars of Eternity, they went for ISO CRPGs and made a less good CRPG than some of the predecessors, like Dragon Age or Baldur's Gate.
Pay attention.
So now they're going after taking the Pillars of Eternity universe in the direction of Skyrim a bit more, but doing something a bit more original this time, so I'll give them a chance there. And you've got the same thing going on. And then there was, what was it? The Outer Worlds. Drew on multiple things and still ended up being not quite as good as any of them, so, they might pull something out of the bag, but I'll believe it when I see it. Really do what's needed. Time of taking action on this. Okay. About time of taking action on this.
The mole took priority. Now that Dalton has everything he needs, thanks to you, we're free to proceed. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Veena Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts.
Internal as well.
The first part, Infinity Stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users.
Oh, for the love of God, you're creating mind control technology. Why would you create the technology that allows you to, manipulate people through their neuroamps and then create shielding versions? Well, the shielding will be so that they can't manipulate your people, presumably, but then you can't either, so, yeah. Smart to market them separately before just get one and not the other. Yeah. Infinity missed out on the most important piece. Keep the shielding mod to ourselves would be a huge advantage. This is also true. How can we be sure the mold didn't seal information on the shielding mod?
Well, we can't. But the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to
Losing the
safeguard our
name,
own
innit?
people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was in early stages, too early for board approval, so only myself, DeMarcus, and Masako know about it.
Huge advantage to keep it to yourselves. Most important piece. Start on the most important piece.
You got that right.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Vina can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd.
Fuck no, are you putting that anywhere near my head?
You know your mind has the necessary protection.
I don't have a neuroamp, so they can't get in the first place. And nor are you going to fucking put one in my head. About time I got to try this new take. No way I like my brain the way it is. Willing to undergo the procedure if that's what it takes now. You just assume you're trusting me with this technology? Let's try that one first.
An employee, and we need a job done. We've trusted you this far, so I feel it's safe to continue the trend.
Don't you worry, I'm screwing you over every opportunity I get. What makes you think I'm going to be willing to be a guinea pig for this?
We expect our employees to do whatever it takes to ensure Ryujin's success. Consider this an opportunity, not a risk. Besides, you're in good hands with Vina.
Did you get kicked in the head by, like, a cow or something as a child? Is that the explanation of how you could be that dumb? Because I didn't, and I'm not. Hell no!
As long as you work for us, you don't have a choice.
I've got a gun that says otherwise.
Remind you where the door is if you're not capable of handling this task.
You really don't have anything to worry about. The procedure is simple and safe. It's just a matter of getting the right materials. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothicite.
The last shipment we were supposed to receive never arrived, and we've gotten no response to our queries from the station. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to keep the discovery quiet, so it's unusual for them not to respond.
So yeah, they want me to agree to put a neuroamp in my head that will allow them to potentially control my mind, but it's okay because they're also going to give me the shielding to make sure that I can't be controlled, when in actual fact I don't need the neuroamp in the first place. Here's my resignation. Fuck you! And also here's a fucking lead letter to deliver it to your brain. What do you think happened to the shipment?
We have several theories. Dealing with a new element on a new planet has its own set of risks. It could be environmental, mechanical, or worst case scenario, pirates, mercenaries.
But Infinity Ltd does in fact know about this, and they're involved. I'm willing to bet Infinity's involved, yes. Communications issues, the best we can hope for. Something bad must have happened. Yeah, but Infinity's involved, yeah.
I think we all share that concern, which is why I want you to find out exactly what happened while recovering the shipment.
There's bits of her outfit I like the ruffles on her shoulder. I'm not fond of the really high neck on it, the collar, and the kind of strips that come down I'm not really into, but the rest of it's quite cool. Some more like detailing and coloured bits elsewhere would be quite cool as well. Bit more towards Alaru's, but maybe kind of a spin on both. Oh. I'll find out what happens to secure the shipment. If someone's interfering, I'll make sure they dealt with it along the way. What's that shipment will be in your hands before you know it? You expecting me to run into a lot of resistance?
Unfortunately, yes. So be prepared. Extensive tests and research were done on the planet, so the chances that this is environmental are slim. And setting up a station like this is second nature for Consolidated Mining, with plenty of redundancies in place to handle mechanical failures.
It does seem to cover it up. I'll find out what happened to secure the shipment.
The station is called CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. Unfortunately, we had to cut ties with our supply chain manager, Camden Cho. And his replacement is still getting up to speed. Otherwise, I may have had more useful information.
Yeah, Interesting. 100 show was fired? Why? What happened?
I can't discuss the details. Company policy.
Why would he have information on
Captain
this?
Managed all of our outside contracts. He set up the initial agreements with Consolidated Mining, so he had on-site access and knowledge that we could have used.
That explains, potentially, at least partly, what the hack that we did on the way up to get the evidence against Imogene was involved with. So, yeah, interesting. So my job becomes harder because of some newbie. Accomplish more with less, I'll manage.
Be prepared for anything. Once you have the shipment, bring it straight back to Vina.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be an option to tell them to go stuff it, because I think, although I do like the bottom half of the outfit a little bit better. Yeah, I think there's absolutely no way in God's green earth I would let them put that fucking shit anywhere near my head. Like, you know, Elon Musk's working on this implant technology so that you kind of do all manner of stuff, download stuff directly into your brain or whatever. Like, no. Even if it's just like an implanted equivalent of an MP3 player, I still would not let him fucking stick it in my head because, fuck no. God knows what he might be up to. It's Elon fucking Musk. He's probably up to something he shouldn't be up to. And even if he's not, you'd be an idiot to just assume that's true. So, hell no would I be letting them put that anywhere near my head. Well, it's part of your job. I'll get a new job then. Downloading Hellblade to play. Really enjoyed playing it myself, George, so absolutely recommend. It's not particularly long either, the first one. Yeah, can't wait to play the second one.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space.
Definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, keep it simple now. Just say come any closer and you'll be shitting teeth. That's pretty much the gist of it. Sweeping them up with a broom.
Hello, Captain.
Yeah. Glad to say there was a thing a while ago about companies talking about putting chips in the hands of their employees that worked like contactless payment cards for like keyless entry into buildings and access to computers and like to pay in company canteens and stuff like that. You just use this chip in the back of your hand to scan into things. But fortunately, the conversations around that disappeared very quickly, which I just hope means that the whole technology got abandoned, the whole idea. Certainly didn't become mainstream, so that's something. We want to implant something in you. No! Well, it's a requirement of the job. Fine. Stuff you. Nighttime departure from Neon. We do look good. I'm going to stop by Keeler and sell some stuff and hopefully find some ammo on the way as well. Might have to make a new Atlantis detour while we're at it, we'll see.
Recalculating.
Don't know where this quest otherwise meant to take me. All the way out here, huh? Interesting. Yeah, that's Xion.
And orbit stabilizing. Earth.
It says not long before the government will want everyone to have Hitman style barcode tattoo. Well, they tried like bringing in ID cards and stuff like that in the past, didn't they? And it did not go very well for the government of the day. But I doubt it'll be quite barcodes exactly, but implanted identification chips at birth would seem more likely to be the way they go. It'll cover things like driver's license, passport, everything else, national insurance numbers and stuff like that, all built into a chip that is permanently there. You could probably tie it to banks and stuff like that in time, so that you can use it as, you know, a bank card and stuff like that instead of a bank card. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody at least attempts to bring that kind of technology in the future. We'll have to see whether or not it actually pans out that way, but the weird thing still occurring? It is.
Don't you worry. Those walls.
But either way, I shan't be volunteering for that.
I'll say right up front, everyone needs supply. Take a gander.
You got the ammo that I need? No, you do not. You can't afford that neither. Go and store some stuff while I'm here, potentially. Let's go and see Bell at Roland Arms.
Sure. I don't do payment plan. Don't make me regret
Really
this.
still do like her outfit, though. Have you got the ammo I need? 43 ammo you have. You'd have to put it in your torso, because if you had one in your arm and you lost it, that would be a serious problem. Depends whether or not you lost the limb permanently, and, you know.
Do you have business with the Trade Authority? Welcome to Aquila City's Trade Authority. Huh. Down to business, then.
They'd probably have to have some kind of database that the thing was accessing anyway for a lot of information. But the problem with putting it in your torso is what you're going to do. Lean over and press your chest onto some kind of card reading device every time you need to use it. It just doesn't really work. So they'd have to have some like system in place to install another one and replace it. So you could have, you know, if you lose your arm or something. I mean, what if it breaks as well? They'd have to be able to take it out and replace it, wouldn't they? So they'd need a system for that. But, yeah, if you, I don't know, lost your finger and it was irretrievably damaged, they'd have to put one in your other hand or something. So they'd need contingency plans in place, whatever they did. I mean, if they put a barcode on the back of your head, well, what are they going to do if your head gets cut off? Oh, wait. Not selling that. Cool. Grow your spare head in a lab. Exactly. Why is it if a lizard loses its tail, it can regrow it, but if a human loses their arm... Curious. But there's a very simple logical explanation for it, but I'm curious what it is. One of my favourite player homes. There's probably other stuff I can get rid of here. Get rid of that. A couple of things I'd probably stash as well. Let me get back to the ship. Evening, Connie. How we doing? Okay. Should be fine for now. Cool. It's a few pounds dropped. Let's disappear into that blue Aquila sky.
Maneuvering into position. And we are now in stable orbit.
Right, I think I got rid of most of what I needed to shift, didn't it? So let's head on to the conies system. And off we go.
Yes, we're here. Look at those beautiful stars.
That's right on the edge of being nighttime there, isn't it? So I think we will just take a quick nap. The idea of just how big that cargo storage is when you look out the window at it, don't you?
You need something?
Now 5 hours does me. How then, Rob? Can't stand the hate for this game. Got Christmas fun, loving it. There is not nearly as much hate out there as it seems like there is, I think, Rob. People are enjoying it. For the most part, are too busy getting on and enjoying it to be shouting about it on the internet all the time. So there's always a kind of slant in the wrong direction, if you follow me. So I'm gonna need probably another 4 hours, 5 hours maybe. But you know, it's also the whole bashing on Bethesda thing is popular. And it makes money too. But, you know, good game. Very much enjoying it, but also does have its areas where it could be better. Mind you, it's going to get better. They've got updates coming, they've got DLC coming, and then mods as well, so be interesting to see what it grows into over time. Yeah, it's definitely quite the overreaction in a lot of ways.
What's the good word, Chief?
Quite cool to look at the moon out the window there, just hanging there in space. They did kind of ignore the whole how do you have gravity on a spaceship quandary. Which is, what? Anger may have just made a small error there. But I don't entirely blame him for doing that. Did screw up. Who are you? Spacers, I see.
If you're feeling generous, you could help us out. Or we can just dust your ship. If that's how you want to play it.
Time to die, buddy. It's you in pieces.
They've got no shields. Go get them.
We got no nothing.
You ran out of luck. Nice. They just lost their grab drive. Yes.
They just lost their everything. It's the grab drive. Their momentum was their downfall. Well, it was the only thing that kept them together for a couple of seconds longer after the ship got blown to bits. I don't want any of that stuff. Where's the other one? There somewhere, isn't it? Don't want any of that either. Nice. Let's undo my slight cock up there. Oh. Right. Correct button this time. Let's gonna make a landing, shall we? And sleep crate. Weird addition to the game, that one. Ooh, this looks cool. This definitely looks cool. Picture of it came up on the loading screen now. The sleep crate was a very, very tiny, tiny little, literally not even shipping container size player home. And yeah, it all struck me as a bit of an odd addition. Don't know if I finished my thought there or I got distracted, but been one of those lately, I suppose. Let's go. Yes, let's try and find out what went wrong then. PM Station RC1. Interesting noises, I know that. The desolate moon. I forgot to check whether or not this place has much of an atmosphere. Can't tell from here either. The spot I need to be is further over this way, is it? Consolidated mining. Okay. Probably a door down here somewhere.
Intruders are tolerated here.
Bye. Anybody else want some? So I guess we have an answer as to what the problem was. Calm down, Robo Voice. I don't think I will be doing that. I think you could if you had any sense, but you don't seem quite bright enough for that. Do we happen to see where the body ended up? Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Quite cool looking world, this one. Moon. Evening Grey, how we doing? Low gravity suggests low atmosphere. Random lime in a cooler just sitting there. I'm guessing somewhere over here there must be a door. There's a door. Is this the one I need? Well, he met a grisly fate, didn't he? Oh, this might be a good place to come and pick up a load of decorative objects as well, should I need to later on. Maybe. Not seeing any... Well, there's an entrance. Yeah, then. Now we're gonna go full JB on them. Not yet, but it soon will be. Needed a flashbang, that's what I needed there. A lot of flashbang down there while they're all rubbing their eyes. Blap, blap, blap. Just got the Microsoft Direct. Nice. I gather it's doing what Microsoft want and getting people excited. I'm going to catch up on it after the stream later. I was debating whether or not to stream it and then jump into the game afterwards, but obviously I decided against. It might have been okay, but even if Microsoft and Bethesda are okay with it, doesn't necessarily mean... I don't know whether or not they might have had potentially copyright-sensitive material in there anywhere, so... Has to be careful of these things. I hate space. I kind of love the environmental design in this game. It's so fucking good. Absolutely nailed it. I love space. James Coffee, maybe. Houston, we have a question. How is it the tiny dumbbell, medium dumbbell, the massive dumbbell, and the all weigh the same, the weight plate weighs more? That makes more sense, but the fact the 3 dumbbells all weigh the same amount does not. I know I'm a little over-encumbered here. I've got some ideas. These ideas involve a quick detour back to my ship to drop this stuff off. Ooh, my ship looks cool. First decent look at Avowed. Oh, that's cool. I'll take a look myself and do so with a due sense of, you know, you know, we'll see how it comes out. Hopefully they'll do something original enough that it'll be quite cool. Weight plate, that was what it was. Doesn't move like it weighs 20 pounds, 20 kilos or whatever it is. Dark Messiah Magic Tea. No, I have not played that. Okay. I've heard good things many, many moons ago, though, so... Pretty robust toolkit for combat. Let's have a look. Indiana Jones is definitely a bit more interesting to me. Well, there's the potential to be a bit more interesting to me, anyway. There's the entrance, isn't it? I also kind of want to know what's up there, and if I can get there, but... Be good. Man, I didn't clear the corners. That probably wasn't clever, but you know. I didn't mean to fire there, but the sound of the door opening did make me a bit jumpy. Can't pick up the vaguely interesting thing either. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I do need to go down there, presumably, but there's one more place I want to check up top before we do that. Namely, I want to see if that big tower up there is interesting or not. So, whoa, hello, I didn't quite mean to avoid the stairs altogether. Okay, that's a Skyrim door, fair enough. Probably the Skyrim door. That's cool, Gray. Yeah, I'm going to check it out later on tonight. But, we'll see. So I was debating taking a look at it either on stream, but I figured that might be issues with that. And gain access, okay. Yeah, the other thing is it's the stuff that's in there is there's a keycard, nice. The stuff that's in there is interesting, although I know about this in there is interesting, but not, you know, priority 1 stuff, so. Of course, Starfield's next update has just gone into beta today, which is cool. Discover what happened and find the Rothside shipment. Well, what happened is somebody hired Ecliptic to come in here and fuck shit up, didn't they? Sentient AI adapters. Remember that's there. Contraband cache. This feels like a more like... No, okay. This. Nice. Cash in there. We want to sell it. There's another thing I'm not too terribly keen on with the mag sniper. It can't be suppressed. What's the point in being a sniper if you can't be a sneaky sniper, eh? Well, I suppose that's the point right there, really, isn't it? Elemental barrow knife. Radioactive elemental and something else, but it's still not good unless you really want to go for sneaky stabby, but... Which isn't always a viable option, of course, but not the option I wanted. Eyes are closed. Still standing there, still breathing. What's the site deposit, eh? Spooky mines. Space suit. Worth 9 grand, but it weighs quite a lot. Microgun. Superior space suit. Better. Quite a lot of carry weight, but quite a lot of value there as well. If this is going to work. That's how we do it. Just as he turns his head to get it out from behind the backpack, take his nose off. I'm not too worried about spoilers, Gray. Either I'm going to get a face full of them when I watch it, or not. But I assume they're not going to have spoilers in the showcase, so... we'll just have to figure out whether or not it kind of meets my interests and expectations and various other words like that. Ooh, hello. Somebody got a tag on me. Ooh, I'm gonna pull back a little bit here, aren't I? There we go. Shield's a good use. A lot of bad guys down here. According to my compass, anyway. You get death by shot to the arse. I have no problem with that, dude. Interesting. That's fair enough. Yeah, I'm sort of tenuously curious and not sure what to make of Avowed yet. Like, it could be very cool. On the other hand, IMO, every time I've seen you've done something that's somewhat similar to something somebody else did, it's not really worked out that well. Our record isn't that strong as far as I'm concerned. Now, others think that's blasphemy, but... That was a bad guy with a big gun. Ooh, sneaky shit, got a shot on my grenade. I think I managed to put one on his backside there. Whew. A lot of ambushes set up down here. One of the deaders has disappeared. No, they've just become one with each other, I think. No, he has become one with the Earth. Okay, that's fair enough. Still seem to think I'm missing one dead dude, though. Now we're standing back here. Took shots down here. There's got to be at least one more somewhere, unless he was way further back than I thought. And he was. Forgotten. Lost track. Cryptic power pack. Let's proper look. Yeah, be interesting to see more for sure. Yeah, that's the other good point as well, guys. It's going to be on Game Pass, so the only thing it costs is time, really. Or the only thing it costs that you weren't spending in the first place, anyway. It's not like it's free, but you know, the money's already spent. Don't know what kind of character build I might do next time I play through this, as and when that day eventually comes. Probably not a pistol build. Might go down the Allied Armaments approach, maybe. Might do a pistol build, but shotguns are quite fun in this game. This is cool. But, yeah, not sure. Oliver Twist in a hole in the ground on a distant moon. Obviously put there by a human, but that's another point. So I did want to try and get down to the bottom of this. Do need the light, don't I? Down here. Yeah, minor. Another minor. Ooh, an extended mag Varun inflictor particle beam rifle. This is the first time I've found one of these. That might be interesting to try out. I mean, the style I'm not really that interested in, but that's the first Varun particle rifle I've found. Balls. I knew shooting that was a bad idea, which is why I didn't want to do it, and then I did it anyway. Figure out what the heck you might be meaning by a reverse mortgage myself, actually. Mortgage is where somebody lends you money to buy a house. So reverse one's where what? Somebody lends you a house to buy money? I don't know. I'm guessing that's not it. Anyway, the other thing I was going to look at is how freaking cool does this look? Now, the mining locations in this game in particular do look freaking awesome. They're like the cages and shafts and all this stuff. It's doing up looking pretty damn awesome. This whole contraption is just... I love the design of it. I'd love it more if I could ride it up rather than take the loading screen. No, mostly I'm thinking the complaints about loading screens are seriously overblown, but that one was a bit disappointing, even if I understand the reason for it. It would have just been cool to ride that one up there. Yes, yep. Might also keep the... That was the other thing I was thinking about as a potential build. Go for a miner build. Stick with the miner's space seat and all the parts for that, and use the cutting laser as your weapon, because apparently it can be pretty brutally effective if you spec into lasers. So... yeah, that would be fun. You'll finish yourself if you keep doing this. Hey buddy, I just shut the door a bit. Jesus, that guy's a toughie. Got ya. Yep, I think they might have blown their mate away there. By being really stupid and throwing grenades around. Ground crew gear is quite cool looking as well, even if it's not actually... Oh, cool. Even if it's not actually particularly good stats. Crap. Should not have missed that shot. There we go. Made him turn around, didn't it? Backpack's so big I can shoot him in the head. Bashing big bang. It's a shotgun. If you're close enough to hit him with it, you're probably still close enough to shoot him with it. Probably be considerably more effective. Told you that was the Skyrim door. I called it. I haven't quite figured out what's going on here yet, though. Other than, you know, the obvious, somebody hired Ecliptic to murder everybody and take their materials. Well, that's more or less intact. Turns out the mortgage you pay back in one lump sum when you move or die instead of paying monthly. Interesting. More like a temporary ownership than an actual ownership there. Communications. Incoming reagent, incoming consolidated, outgoing emergency, outgoing consolidated. Right. Incoming reagent. Your inability to adhere to the schedule or communicate complications is unacceptable. We'll be sending out a representative to secure the shipment. We expect it to be ready and waiting by the time they arrive. We've heard reports the shipment is late. So much for that bonus. We'll be sending out a representative for your way for updates and evaluations. It's great news. RC1 perhaps will get lucky and reagent will send a bonus for every delivery. Okay, so I'm going through these the wrong order then. Ross site shipment on schedule. Raw oil processing begins today. Engineers estimate 2 days for refining and testing. Refining and quality testing went faster than originally estimated. Preparing shipment day ahead of schedule. Emergency. To anyone in the Kirene system, Consolidated Mining Station RC1 on Kirene 3A, we're under attack by hostiles and require immediate emergency assistance. Great news, perhaps we'll get lucky and they'll give us a bonus. We heard reports the shipment is late, so much for that bonus. Inability to complete on schedule is unacceptable. Okay. Shipments. Clinic delivered. Reagent cancelled. Consolidated mining delivered. Shipment black crystals, 2.3 tons delivered. Region, refined rothsite, status cancelled. Redirected to the clinic. Attention, Dr. Kendrick Lane. Clinic, it was delivered to. Interesting. So somebody, region, cancelled the order. We don't know who, and it was redirected elsewhere. Discover. Found a slate on one of the mercenaries. I don't recall picking a slate up off the mercenaries, but okay. It's not here, is it? Probably is. Contract orders, there we are. Client Infinity Ltd, Lucas Drexler. That name rings a bell. Target reagent, Rossite shipment. Retrieve shipment, being prepared for reagent. Redirect to the clinic. Attention, Dr. Kendrick Lane. Narian system frees the collective, lead no witnesses. As predicted. Good question, Gray. Did reagent cancel it or did the mining corp? It looks like it was cancelled and redirected by Ecliptic Mercenaries somehow after they took over the place. Little vague. Little unclear, really. Well, I guess I'm going straight to the cockpit. No.
Hello.
Hello there. Right, next stop. The Wolf system. So I can go sell a bunch of contraband that I'm packing. Barrett, why are you standing in my bedroom? Get to your post. Or tidy. One or the other.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to venture into that beautiful sky.
Here we go. That was fun.
Orbital pattern locked.
There's more going on in this questline than I anticipated. Wolf, there we go. I'm enjoying it. It's interesting. Though I'm still not in favour of the whole let's stick the mind controlling chip in your brain, it'll be good thing. I'm thinking maybe it won't be good. Even if it is shielded from outside influence.
I love the feeling after a perfect jump.
I feel like the opposing company or anybody else can't mess with the chip if I don't have one in my head, do they? Can they? Things, words, they're difficult. Made for the engines. Yeah, they're not bad. I did have some other plans in mind in terms of the sort of design I wanted to go for, but these turned out to be the only ones that actually fit and snapped in place properly. I was going to use the big circular ones rather than these square ones, but because they have a bit more output, but they wouldn't snap on, and the collision on them, they were banging into each other basically. They didn't have enough space, whereas these kind of slot together. And it leaves room for my computer core on the bottom there, which is weirdly like the bottom level of the submarine in some kind of way. Yeah, loads of bits connecting. I do like the fact it gives it a kind of submarine vibe, the layout on this. Let's get around this side, because the sun's over that side, don't I? Do you want to be the only one in the room without a mind control chip that you control? Well, like the thing is, the shielding that they're claiming is going to protect you from other people influencing you. Well, there's no way to be sure it works, and there isn't a loophole to get, or some kind of back door that would allow somebody to bypass the shielding. So, I've yeah, I don't particularly feel the need to have everybody else in the room be mind controlled. If they are mind controlled, there's still nothing going to stop them turning on me or whatever, is there? So. Alright.
Lost in my thoughts, but glad to be back.
Good day, Captain.
Was that? How may the Trade Authority assist you? I hope we have.
By the way he talks, his chip's already been taken over. It sounds like it, anyway. There you have. You do. Wonderful. Huh. You'll need to find some more stuff to buy from him that might be worth having. Don't think he's got anything really, but. Yeah, Deep Secret Spacesuit is kind of depressing that it's so plain and ugly looking, because the backpack that comes with it's the best. As is the helmet, actually. Oh well. Doesn't seem to have any helmets. That's interesting. The Razorback was cool. It just didn't feel very good, which is a bit of a pity. And the Grendel, unfortunately, is very, very cool as well, but its damage output gets eclipsed. It stops being useful, which is, again, a pity, because it's a really fun gun. But, what can you do? Hard target. There's a good one. And you can suppress it. Not quite as high damage as the gun I've got, though. The tool grip guns are interesting, like the auto rivet and stuff like that. What have those been? I might switch back to a mag shear at some point. But he doesn't seem to have anything I want to buy. Which is slightly problematic. It's got Rosso, which is interesting. But no, I don't think there's anything there that I would actually like to buy. Oh well. I guess I'll just have to risk it and try dropping it off in New Atlantis or something in a bit. I've got some shielded cargo anyway. But that does mean I have to stash it in my cargo bay and then take it back out again, which is mildly inconvenient. Well, this is it. Destroy the technology before it can be made would be the solution to that, Gray. It's not like it's on the market at this point, so... I don't give a monkeys. Why would I? I kind of don't need any of this stuff, really. Right. Probably don't need that. Don't need that many of there. Maybe I do, I don't know. Lurine, I don't have that much of that anyway. Neodymium, I probably don't need that much neodymium either, but you never know. See if I've got enough space now to stash what I need on there. Right, I'll flog a bunch of this when I get to New Atlantis. You can believe you, blindly believe when you say this behind control chip is shielded. Yeah. Not only do I not entirely believe the shielding is going to be reliable, I don't entirely believe that it's shielded from them either. So we'll give you this chip and it will give you extra abilities, but none of it adds up. The whole thing is just dodgy beyond belief. Before we do this, Let's just a quick save. Then, just in case I do get scanned here and detected. Yeah, they're not saying it already exists though, Guy. The only people who have the technology is Xion. This Infinity might have it or they might not, but its function, the mind control stuff's functionality, as far as I understand it, is entirely predicated on you having a neuroamp in. If you don't have a neuroamp, the technology's irrelevant because it can't connect to anything. So, let's go straight down here. So yeah, like if you don't have a neuroamp in the first place, the fact they can control you via a neuroamp's irrelevant. But it only becomes a problem because they want to put a neuroamp in my head to shield me from the influence that they don't have anyway. So there's something that doesn't add up in what Xion and, well, particularly Xion, are saying.
Need some work?
Okay. I feel like this thing will be fun to play around with. Yeah, there we go. Not very useful at all. Let's see what we can sell over here while we're on it. Reasonably sure it works on people without a neuroamp. That doesn't add up with the technology though, and the rest of the quest line. Because they were selling new neuroamp technology because they were going to get into the neuroamp market. The whole thing was talking about it being neuroamp technology.
Fancy seeing you. I was hoping to run into you eventually. I've got something for you.
I remember her name, but I can't remember where we met her, so it must have been back before Christmas. Janet. She's got an interesting outfit on. Oh, I can't remember where I met her. I seem to remember she didn't look as happy last time I met her. Oh, maybe it was earlier in the Xion quest line, when she was sodding off over here. She does look familiar, but I seem to remember she wasn't as happy last time I met her.
Well, that's very sweet of you. I insist. You did me a huge favor, and I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get you back. I saved some of the credits I earned. I can't compare to what you did for me, but I wanted to show my appreciation all the same. Here you go.
3,000 credits. Don't mind. Who are you going to work for now?
Oh, I'm just working the front desk at a local accounting practice. It's not glamorous, but it pays the bills while I take classes. I haven't decided whether I want to pursue a history degree or get into film studies. I've always been interested in Earth culture, so one of those seems appropriate.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. I wanted to keep my word. Anyway, I was hoping you could do one last favor for me. Since you have a ship, would you be able to deliver a letter to my sister Julia for me?
Yeah, I can do that. I wasn't planning on going back, but I can do that. Not sure where they are now. Oh, I remember. She was on the she was on the ship that was hanging out over Paradiso. God, what was it called? The colony ship. She was managing the plants and stuff, the hydroponics. but really didn't want to, so we talked the captain into letting her leave the ship, and that's who this is. Now she's moved to New Atlantis, got a job, and is dressed very sci-fi because it's quite a flip on where she was before. And she wants me to take a letter to her sister. Okay, I'm with you. But yeah, sure.
I knew I could count on you. This means a lot to me. Let me just add a few more details to my letter. And... okay, there. Thanks again. Take care.
Current ones work on persuasion, intimidation. Well, I haven't actually seen one for persuasion yet, which is interesting. But the other ones I have seen. The new one's going to be surgically implanted. Yeah, that's iffy enough in and of itself. The whole technology is weird and creepy and stuff anyway. Yeah, I mean... yeah, the whole thing right the way through this Ryujin quest line has been what happen, like this undercurrent of what happens if somebody externally can mess with your neuroamp to change the way things are going on in your brain, what you think, how you feel, that sort of thing. And now it's got this direct thing that it's like, now they can use it to mind control you. But it does seem to only work on people who have neuroamps. But also they want to... That was a really creepy whirring noise coming out of the bushes there. Yeah, they want to implant them in you as well. Presumably, I don't know. The whole thing's just weird and sinister, and none of their stories quite add up.
There is a bit more in the back. Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look.
Yeah, I can't see them gaining any kind of control over it if you don't have a neuroamp. But they are trying to forcibly implant a neuroamp in me that I neither want or need. So the whole thing's just... not good. I've seen that dress before. Should do it for that.
Appreciate the business.
I am not a star.
Well, maybe I missed something, but yeah, why is the well at the top? Most of the others get this the right way around. The spaceport should be at the top, the well no, the waterfall promenade should be at the top, and the well should be at the bottom. It's not. That really bugs me. Way more than it should.
Those ecliptic mercenaries?
The Trade Authority has access. Be my guest.
Yeah, definitely not good. Yeah, there's definitely Cyberman vibes. It's like right from the beginning of the Regent questline, when you meet that guy in the lobby at the Regent Tower on Neon who's selling neuroamps. He's talking about being shunted from job to job and working as a janitor, and when he got his neuroamp, his whole attitude was different. Right from the get-go, it was creepy as hell. So, I think it's all geared towards whether or not you've got neuroamps or not. Right, sell. From ship. Miscellaneous, this stuff. Sell from me. Do you happen to have any useful ammo? You do not. Do you need that, actually?
Pleasure dealing with you.
Hmm. I think as well they're trying to create a car system of those with amps who are in control and those without. I mean, it still doesn't make sense. How could you use neuroamp to control somebody else who doesn't have one? Mind you, it also doesn't make a lot of sense of how you can use a neuroamp to influence somebody else.
Come on back.
Mind flayers. Yeah. Got any kind of psionic ruling class, really, not just mind flayers. Keep walking, buddy.
Thank you for retreat. All right.
It's such a cool skin. So Bethesda, why have we not got cool skins yet? The slots are there. Why are they not in the game yet? Right. That's him clean out. Well, since we're here, I thought I might as well. Don't think the people in charge of Ryujin have the neuroamp chips. Yeah, I don't think the senior people are going to let those things be put in their heads at all. For a minute. More cool details in this place than I really stopped to look at, I think. There's multiple things on some of these racks, though. Just happens in a few places in the game, actually.
Stuff. Take your time. I got all day.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, maybe there's something missing here that we're overlooking or something, but... Still nothing I need. And he's got just over $1,000 on him.
Watch your back out there.
License for that nightmare. Yeah. All I've got of it so far, as far as I can tell, is that they're building a new neuroamp that can be implanted inside of people surgically, so you can't tell it's there, and that can then be used to dominate the person with the implant. But it doesn't seem like it's possible to do it to people who don't have it. It's the vibe I'm getting. Because this whole thing's about a project to develop a new, more advanced form of neuroamp. I've just realised I made a poor decision there. Not a terrible decision, just a poor one. We'll see, I guess. By the way, I do know they don't want them sticking one in my head.
You're here because you need something you can connect with. Something you could count on. Am I right?
Credits. That's why I'm here. Oh crap, I just sold all my ammo to her. No, in fact, I intended to buy all of hers. Not quite what I had in mind. I do want to check this out, don't I, at some point? Extended mag Varoon Inflictor. Can't afford it, bloody hell. Does she happen to have any grenades on her?
Only the
No, she doesn't. The version of Keanu shows up and you go on another adventure. Yeah. Untested corporate chip in brain is not good either, from that perspective either. But, yeah. Letting corporations fiddle around in your head in any sense is generally not good. I mean, heck, if your doctor's there to make a profit, I'm not sure I'd want him doing brain surgery either. Even if I needed it. Too easy to abuse.
Ships. I can, how... Welcome to UC Distribution. Yes, of course. Please.
I think there's anything I want to buy. It's quite ugly. You don't happen to have... She does actually have the ammo I need. Right. How the f... I just made a point buying stuff from her, and now I can't get what I need out of her. I'm not doing that.
Back to it then.
I'll get across the road. And hopefully we'll be able to sell off some more stuff when I get back to Neon anyway, so... Ooh.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Yeah. I understand that feeling if he's on the night shift.
I would never dream of selling substan. Please do.
An advanced deep seeker one. How does it compare to my current one? Definitely not as good. Way cooler looking though. Sorely tempted to buy it and upgrade to this over time because that is just a way better looking helmet than the one I've got, but it doesn't match at all with my The rest of my suits, my space suits. Background music's quite nice though.
Be careful out there.
Always am. So, jump with a bit for new content updates, eh? Yeah, well, the new patch for Starfield, I assume that's what you're referring to, Gray, is in beta already. So it should be out in about 2 weeks. And it's supposed to be quite a big one. We'll see, I guess, but... Is it grey? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Unless possibly it's something to do with changing dialects over time, anyway. Might explain it. Yeah. Yep.
Hi. Please disregard.
Right, back to Neon. Get rid of this stuff. And probably turn in this quest. And then I think we'll be doing some more of the quest line tomorrow. It's actually a longer quest line than I thought it was going to be. I thought we'd have had it done by today, but apparently not. Thought it might be something like that, Gray.
Surrounded by stars and the vastness.
Basically meaning the same thing, does make sense.
Space.
No, I need to go to the narrowing system, do I? Okay. We'll head to Neon, drop this off, and then we'll continue next time, I think. What's happening there then? That. A sci-fi series on Netflix you need to binge watch now.
Alright, we're done. Have a good time in Neon.
Well, whatever the name of it is, it's buried so far in the article I'm not going to find it quickly. Don't know that I'd necessarily agree with them either. People said that about The Expanse and I couldn't get on with that. Didn't find that very engaging. But there we go. Let's go see Seagate. Stuff just falling off the shelf over there.
Joining the merchants, and you won't find a better selection.
I don't think he has very much that's actually all that shiny and handy, does he? No. Okay, has he got 7 grand? He does not. He's got about 5, though. Slowly managing to get rid of everything. There's nothing but good things about the expense. Yeah, it just wasn't engaging, didn't draw me in. That's about all I have to say on it. Just didn't do it for me. It looked cool, and there were some interesting concepts and stuff. I wonder whether or not it might have ended up being a bit like dark and depressing for me. But I didn't get far enough really to find out because he's broke. Because, yeah, the whole thing just didn't really grab me. Oh well.
If you have a moment, we're fully stocked and ready to sell. Of course.
But not to buy.
Thanks for stopping by our shop.
I wonder if I can sell anything over here. Hey, I know you only sell non-lethal weapons. Will you buy other weapons?
Give me a shout when you find something.
Yeah, he's got big credits on him. Not enough to buy this, though. Requires heavy fuses. Okay. Tell you what, I'll buy all the heavy particle fuses you've got. That's a lot. Oh well, he's going to be able to buy everything else I want to get rid of then, I think, now. But he's not, is he? So I'm going to have to see what ammo I can get rid of. .27 caliber. Yeah, probably want to get rid of that. Rivets. Yeah, get rid of those. 12 gauge. They're through. Small laser cartridges. Yeah, that's those ones. Got most of my money back. Not sure what that is. Caseless, 12 gauge and 25, so that must be old school ones. That's grenades. Sure, I have no idea what that is, but I'm guessing if I've got 10,000 of them, I'm not using them. That'll do. Cool. 1,336,608 credits.
Stay safe out there.
How's my carry weight looking? Still excessive. Base suits they need to get rid of. Jesus. Carrying so much stuff, I can't get rid of it all. I'm supposed to sit down for 24 hours and see if I can't flog some more as we work our way down the street here. Yeah, exactly that guy. Favorite sci-fi movie though? Ooh, difficult to pick. I mean, Star Wars stuff in general, prequels and sequels. I've enjoyed a lot of Trek stuff. I think outside of that, there's bits and pieces. I watched Dune recently. That was really cool. Part 1. Looking forward to part 2. Enjoyed the old one as well, actually. I don't know. Picking one's rather difficult. I feel like there's probably tons of stuff that I've forgotten about as well. Apparently, part 2 is going to be just shy of 3 hours long then. Right, get rid of some stuff now.
You like me? Dietrich's been great at the meetings.
Fifth Element's a good one, yeah.
No problem. I'm sure you'll find something you like.
Not even close. Even the superior one's not even close. Even if I boosted all the stats on it, it wouldn't be. Which I couldn't do anyway. Packs. That's higher on all of the stats, and it's O2 boosted, but it's basic. I can't upgrade it. Center fastened. It's power. It's also ugly as sin. 60 out of 58. And he's broke, apparently. Again.
Tell everyone you know about our store.
Yeah,
I've been applying to different megacorps in the area.
I feel like perhaps I might get on even better with sci-fi games than I do with sci-fi movies, but yeah. So just the obvious Star Wars and Trek stuff. I'm trying to think now that I'm on the spot. I'm going, my brain's just kind of completely blanking. Okay. Still seem to be carrying a lot of weight, and I don't know why. Particle grenade. Ooh, interesting. We need to go through all of this and see what I've got that I don't need. This definitely needs to be better organised by like what they do and stuff, because it's just kind of a drag to figure out what's what you need and what you don't and stuff. A whole bunch of notes that I need. I know what that is. Hang on to all of that. Yeah, I still feel like it says I'm carrying a lot more than I ought to be carrying in weight.
Time to move on.
Firefly was awesome. Definitely enjoyed Firefly. Didn't get on... I mean, loved Stargate, obviously. Didn't get on very well with Farscape. I mean, Matrix is sci-fi action, a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I think I'd categorise it as a sci-fi film. It's also a kung fu movie to a certain extent, isn't it? But yeah, definitely a favourite of mine. I enjoyed Matrix 2 as well, a lot more than a lot of people said they did. Third one was, I think everybody agrees, was disappointing, but you really enjoyed Farscape. Yeah, I mean, I'll give it another go again sometime. Maybe it's just not aged well, but yeah, I didn't feel like the characters were particularly great.
I used to be an actuary.
Couldn't figure out whether they wanted to be silly or serious, and didn't quite manage to be either. And I know you can have both, but you've got to pull it off, and I'm not sure it did. And it was popular for a long time, a fairly long time anyway. Should give it a go again sometime. Errant hairs just dangling in front of my eyes here. See what we can do with this. Standard barrel, long barrel, increases accuracy and range. Stabilizing, improves accuracy and recoil. But it doesn't seem to do anything at all, does it? Just makes it more heavier and more... I mean, recoil's not listed as a stat, so... Long barrel, I think. Laser sight. No, I don't want one of those. Optics, iron sights, reflex sight, short scope. I feel like this is definitely a reflex sight type of deal. Muzzle, focal lens is accuracy, damage, headshot damage, and range. That seems like it's a good idea. Spread nozzle turns it into a shotgun. Oh, that's interesting. Focus nozzle is probably going to be the play. Standard magazine. Annihilator rounds. I don't have enough adhesive for annihilator rounds, apparently. Disease-like effects that spreads to any target that gets too close. Oh, maybe not then. Tactical magazine, I'll skip. I'll leave that as is for now. Internals, an amplifier to up the damage output. The clock, it just makes it shoot a bit faster. Not much faster. Probably not enough. That's probably the way to go. I don't have adhesive enough for it. Just slightly annoying. Yeah, definitely got a few... bit worrying. Also, pretty sure I asked to be on the neon core, not down here. Although this does look very cool, so I can kind of let it off. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, it looks like I've got a fair bit more to do than I expected at the moment. In terms of more of the reagent stuff, more of the main story, and a couple of other bits and pieces besides to look at. We'll see how we get on. I'm not going to pick that up because he'll accuse me of stealing it.
My time. Then here I thought you were just...
Resources. Have you got these? If you do. Just enough for one of those two things. He's not going to have adhesive, is he? Let's try him anyway. Ooh, my head's gone wobbly.
I feel a great weight. Certainly, my friend.
No, you do not. Didn't think so.
It was good of you to stop by, my friend.
I came to do business, but you didn't have in stock what I needed. Which isn't terribly surprising. What I needed is glue.
Need something? Duel's goods has
Depopulate this corner of Neon in a minute.
You should have seen the look. Best deals in town.
You don't have it either, but you do have chasm bass oil. Which you shouldn't.
Watch your back out there.
Based on the law, anyway. I mean, it's Neon, though, so who the heck follows the law, but... I kind of forgot this guy was here.
If you've got the credits.
Who's got throwables? Nothing good, though. Boom, boom. An explosive shotty. Could be fun. Buzz cut. All black. Faster attack speed Grendel. Bloody hell. Picking that up early on would be devastatingly worthwhile. Now when I was there, I'll be picking it up. Next time I start over and only have... well, if I start a new character. Assuming I remember it's there, that is. Seagull. I don't suppose he's got adhesive, but you never know. Little big mouth over there.
Sure.
He's got 10. Wonderful. Back on board. Yeah. Kind of wondering how much that changes if your infection level is with different people. I assume the person under the mask stops being Sarah, starts being whoever it was that died. But can't imagine it being Barrett or Andresia or Sam or something. It just seems weird. I suppose if that's the way you went, it would seem weird for it not to be to other people. Amplifier, yes. Here's the thing. Found almost every government disease-like effect that spreads to targets that get too close, making it poisonous. I can see that being potentially problematic, and ending up affecting people I don't want it to affect, and then setting up the wrong people hostile, so I'm not going to do that. However, we'll try this gun out for a bit, see if it's fun. All rested and fully healed. Like a bunch of those I could probably get rid of. So for now, we're going to store this thing here. And I'll equip this one. ADS speed's not quite as fast as I'd like, but we'll see how this weird-ass alien-looking gun does. Next time, I guess, because it's about that time we need to go to Narian to pick up the shipment next time, but no, I don't need to do that way, do I? Do it this way. For now, we'll bash that pause button, wherever it is. Save button. There. And pick this one up next time. Because time's winged chariot and all that. Whew. Yeah, it was fun. A couple of twists and turns I didn't quite expect. Not terribly surprised to find out that the mole was... what's her name? A lady with a really cool outfit. A little disappointed I haven't been able to get a hold. Not liking this idea. OBS seems... It suggests that my network connection is fine. I'm not seeing any issues with that, but OBS seems to be having issues. Maybe it's OBS that's a problem at the moment, instead of my router. I don't know. Then we had problems with staying connected to Fallout last night, so that's weird. That would suggest it's an internet problem. I don't know. It's all a bit strange. Yeah, anyway, that was fun tonight. We'll jump back in tomorrow, which is Friday already. And, yeah, I'm guessing, well, say Wednesday's when Uncharted comes out. But we've still got a fair bit to push on with in Starfield, so I'll have to figure out if, when, and how I'm going to organise it. Yeah, definitely better at the end of the stream than anywhere else, Gray, for sure. Blame it. It could be, but I think it's been going on a bit too long to be that, unfortunately, no? I mean, sometimes it does screw with infrastructure, but, you know. We're on at the minute, -2. So according to my phone, it hasn't gotten any colder, on my computer, since the sun went down. Although it got to -7 at one point last night, I think. And I don't think it got above 0 today. Or if it did, it was so brief that I didn't notice it. There we go. Anyway, folks, yeah, as I say, we'll continue this Ryujin business and see what's occurring and how it pans out tomorrow. And see what, hopefully we'll have it finished tomorrow. That'd be a nice way to end out the week. And then we'll just sort of see how we do afterwards. 18th, isn't it? So, Sunday. Well, yeah, we'll see how things play out. I might be able to pick up Enshrouded and jump into that. Hopefully, when it comes out, we'll see how things land. And if we've still got Starfield on the go, we might do a little bit of a crossover. But, yeah, definitely looking forward to trying that one out. And we've got a little bit to get through before we push on towards the end of the game. So, we'll see how this lines up. Either way, we'll pick it up tomorrow. It should be good. If you haven't checked it out already, there are... Well, there's a new Fallout build-up. There was a outpost... outpost apartment build for Starfield. Went up the week before. So, not even the week before, a few days before. So, if you haven't checked that one out, have a gander. It was quite fun. Need to think about my next Starfield build fairly soon as well. And, yeah, lots of other cool stuff coming up. So, I think it's time for me to chill a bit because, yeah, it's about that time of night. So thank you all for hanging out. Have yourselves a good evening. I need to watch the Xbox showcase and see what's going on there and find out what I can find out about stuff. And, yeah, looking forward to nosing into that. Got some other things to investigate as well. And chill out, ready to do it all again tomorrow. Should be good. So, until then, have yourselves a good rest of the evening. Thank you for hanging out. Do check out all the buttons and links and stuff if you haven't. I do appreciate. And yeah, around about 8 o'clock, we'll dive back out into the subtle systems for a little more corporate chicanery and shenanigans and hopefully seeing some people's chickens come home to roost or whatever the phrase is that I've now forgotten. Yeah, should be interesting. So, until then, have yourselves a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, folks. Have a good one. Which button is it? I've moved stuff. There it is.